Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to discuss another topic. We're going to discuss solving linear inequalities. First, let us define what is linear inequality. By understanding the words, we have linear from the root word line. It states that the graph is a line. Inequalities, the prefix in indicates not. Then inequalities means not equal. Looking to its deeper sense, linear inequalities means a linear inequality is an inequality which involves a linear function. It contains one of the symbols of inequality. It shows the data which is not equal in graph form. So, here are the symbols used in linear inequalities. What do you call this symbol? Yes, you are right. This symbol stands for less than. How about this symbol? Very good. This symbol stands for greater than. How about this symbol? Yes, this symbol stands for lesser than or equal. This symbol? Yes, this symbol stands for greater than or equal. So these symbols are used in linear inequalities. Lesser than, greater than, lesser than or equal, greater than or equal, and the symbol for not equal. Now we're going to study and solve. We have here the problem. It costs Laura 18 pesos to make a face mask and 30 pesos to make an improvised face shield. If she intends to make 5 pieces of face mask, how many pieces of face shield can she make if the total amount of production cost is less than 220 pesos? Let us now use the Polya step in solving problems. Let us have first read and understand the problem. So let us read the problem again. It costs Laura 18 pesos to make a face mask and 30 pesos to make an improvised face shield. If she intends to make 5 pieces of face mask, how many pieces of face shield can she make if the total amount of production cost is less than 220 pesos? Next, let's have letter B. Let us write the given. One mask is 18 pesos. So we have here in the given, one mask is 18 pesos. One shield is 30 pesos. She makes 5 pieces of face mask. The total amount of production cost is less than 220 pesos. Let us letter C. What is asked? How many pieces of face shield can she make if the total amount of production cost is less than 220 pesos? Now we are ready to solve. We let M stands for the symbol of mass. S stands for shields. One mass is 18 pesos. One shield is 30 pesos. She makes 5 pieces of face mask. The total amount of production cost is less than 220 pesos. Therefore, we have the inequality 5M plus NS is lesser than 220. So 5 stands for the pieces of mass, M stands for mass, plus N stands for the number of shields, S stands for shields, less than 220 pesos because the total amount of production cost is less than 220 pesos. Let us continue. What did we do? We have substituted the cost of the mask and the shield. So we have here now 5 times 18 plus n times 30 is lesser than 220 pesos. Where did we get 18? One mask is 18 pesos. One shield is 30 pesos. Let us continue. So by simplifying, we have now 90 plus 30n is lesser than or less than 220. 18 times 5 is 90. N times 30 is 30n. So we just simplify by multiplying 5 by 18 and b by 30. Or I should say n by 30. Let us continue. 30n is lesser than 220 minus 30. What did we do? We apply addition property of inequality. Or simply, we transpose positive 90 to the other side. We have negative 90. So 30n now is lesser than 130. Then next, we divide both sides by 30 to get the value of n. N now is lesser than 4.33. Or simply, we have the final answer. The number of face shield is 4 and below. So what are the numbers below 4? We have 3, 2, and 1. Let us now have the checking. Let us recall M stands for mass, S stands for shields. One mass is 18 pesos. One shield is 30 pesos. N stands for the number of shields. She makes 5 pieces of face mask. The total amount of production cost is less than 220 pesos. So we have here, we have solved earlier. The number of face shield is 4 and below. So we should have now the inequality 5m plus ns is lesser than 220. We now substitute the values. 5 times 18 plus 4 times 30 is lesser than 220. What happened to the symbol n? We have here now 4. We use 4. Then, after substituting, we now simplify. 5 times 18 is 90. 4 times 30 is 120. 90 plus 20 is 210. Is 210 lesser than 220? Yes. Therefore, our answer is correct.